We want to send our greetings to Lilo and Andres and Stephanie Keller and all our good friends at Schleifer and the friends we have in Switzerland and Germany that may be there in the lands of Europe. We want to convey our great sense of honor and respect for our good friend GERI KELLER. He deeply impacted our lives, and I know thousands of others around the world. He was a scholar and a true apostle of God, and of course a friend of the Lord. And nations were blessed by his life and his ministry. We're going to miss him. I know we are all going to miss the wisdom and the knowledge that he imparted. Bonnie and I were so grateful for the times of fellowship that we enjoyed with our good friend Gary and Lilo. And often, as we were together, he would share song and great stories. And I often said his voice sounded like the nearest voice to the voice of God. And for me personally, heaven seems sweeter because I'll get to fellowship with my great friend GERI KELLER around a big plate of raclette. And we want to say, Gary, farewell, blessings, and we hope to see you in heaven.
It's true, like Scripture says, we have not many fathers. And I personally want to say thank you to the whole Keller family and to the Schleifer community for so richly and generously sharing your father to become ours and sharing Gary with all of us. From the day that we met, Lilo, you remember, it was in a small prayer meeting here in Charlotte. And when my eyes fell on that handsome man with the flowing white hair, the Lord spoke to me and said, I want you to receive these two as you would receive me. And little did I know that it would be one of the greatest and most cherished friendships in my life still today. Gary taught me courage and clarity and fierce love. And he also opened his heart of generosity and joy and taught me a deeper way of worshiping God. I'll always be grateful for those hikes into the Alps and for the introduction to the supernatural realm, to things about Bruder Klaus and the intimacies and possibilities of our supernatural God. And he was a great reconciler. And in many ways, that scripture that says, unite our hearts to fear your name, was one of the things that Gary lived out through many decades and imparted to the world. And we know that there is fruit in the nations because of his generosity, his clarity, his courage. And we thank the Lord for his example of longevity and perseverance to pray through for a next generation. So thank you again, Keller family and Schleifer, for sharing our father Gary with all of us. As Mahesh said, we look forward to heaven. It's much more sweeter, and I know that he is participating now for our sake there before the throne.